All right, hello everyone. Welcome on in. I'm DC. You can find me all across the internet. DC Lasair, !DC in chat pulls up my website, and you can follow me on Blue Sky. Do the things, that'd be great. Also, let me check. First, if you want to keep your tabletop role-playing games organized, I have a TTRPG vault on my GitHub. Go there, download it. It'll be great. And there's a bunch of instructions on the GitHub, so take a look. Use what you like. Let's see. Then I need to check Gen Con thing. I'll be at Gen Con. And I need to see if there's still a ticket left. Yes. So there is one ticket available to my event. So if you're going, I highly recommend checking it out. If you've seen it before, there's new content this year. So, do the things. All right. We'll get started with Tech Friday proper in just a moment. Click through, make sure all the things are thinging. I think I have everything up and ready to go. Oh, who has said hello? Here, Deep Green VO, hello. Welcome in. JD Lady, hi. Good to see you. Yes, I did get a haircut. Just earlier today. I did a lot today. I had physical therapy, and then I had time to get breakfast and go get a haircut. Then I had to go to the grocery store. So, it's been a busy day so far. And then after dinner tonight, I'm going to have a gym day. Music's still going, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right. Freshly home from more ink. Ooh. Hope that went well for you. All right. Yeah. Woohoo. Okay. Double checking the double checked. All right. I think we can do this. Yeah. Actually. Quick check of all the links. Okay. Going for it. All right. Welcome on in, everyone. It's time for your favorite part of the week. It's time for Tech Friday. Imagine fancy intro here, people dancing, then it cuts back to me going, today on the show, Instagram forces AI down your throat, NVIDIA has trading cards now, the power of RSS, and I take another look at a digital DM screen. Let's dive on in. First up, if you didn't know, Meta, Instagram, now lets others use your photos for AI automatically. Isn't that kind of them? So, you can shut that off. Here's a Reddit post on how to do exactly that. Told your tattoo guy about the Instagram thing, helped him turn the setting off on his and the shop's account. Excellent. So there's a Reddit post. You'll find a bunch of other things, but let's go over it. I hit the right button. There we go. So how to opt out. Open the Instagram app, or you can do this on desktop. Tap your profile. 3-line menu in the top right corner. Scroll down to sharing and reuse. Not a common setting you think about. Open allow people to use your content on Instagram, and with AI features on Meta, toggle off. Turn off the toggles for both posts and reels. Also, if you put your Instagram account to private, that will also turn those off, but I would double check just to make sure. All right, moving up right along. NVIDIA now has trading cards for some reason. Giving away Series 1 trading cards online and at an in-person event. This article is courtesy of Engadget. Why they're doing this? Who knows? Because they think that's value somehow when you're paying a lot of extra money for their cards. But here's the article from Engadget. I like this quote. While the card's launch was pretty badly timed, at least the company isn't selling them. They're more promotional materials than collectibles people can purchase. That's good. If you really want these Summer of GTX giveaways on G4 social channels, community events, all these things. And so, yeah, if you really need NVIDIA trading cards for some reason, you can get them. Yeah, sure. Why not? All right. Moving on. Word Fangirl. Hello. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. And Brian, Urban Bohemian, had this in their Discord. Electronic Freedom Foundation, EFF, has an article up about, hey, you should use RSS because you're not feeding a logarithm. Do the things. There's the article. And so it kind of goes over a kind of top level of what RSS is. That's easy to use. You know, find an RSS reader, collect your feeds. Best way to follow news. And fixes some social feeds, so you can follow your friends' posts on Blue Sky or Mastodon without actually having an account on either. So yeah, take a look. See where you can find RSS feeds. It'll be great. And of course, I have a recommendation for you. And if you've been here a while, you should know about Obsidian by now at obsidian.md. My favorite note-taking app and app of everything that I do. There is a RSS dashboard community plugin. You can see the GitHub there before you download it right out of Obsidian's Community Plugin Manager. And it's fantastic. Lets you have RSS feeds right in your Obsidian vault. I use it all the time. It's great. And this show you're watching right now, Tech Friday, has an RSS feed. Every time I edit down an episode and put it into the YouTube playlist, the new episode should pop up in your feed. So here is the RSS feed. This isn't a link you want to click on. It's one you want to copy and put into your RSS feed. So it's a long link, but yeah, it'll put this very show you're watching right now into your RSS reader. Yeah. All right, moving on. Let me set up a thing real quick because we're at the DM screen revised, and I want to show this off. Talking about Obsidian, yes, the revised DM screen is done in Obsidian. A couple years ago, I made a video about digital DM screens, and I showed a few ways off of doing it. But now that I use Obsidian pretty much exclusively for works, I came up with a new solution. And there's a couple ways you can set this up. So, go on in. Boop. All right, so here is my TTRPG product vault. You know, all the stuff I've released for free. And here's my D&D 2024. Like, here are the README is just for, you know, when I made it for people to download, they had instructions. But these are my notes, like actions, dash. And so these are things I needed, and this is all out of the free basic rules that you can get on D&D Beyond and wherever. And this screen is not on my vertical. Hold on a second here while I fix that. Why did this disappear from the vertical? I don't know. This is a display capture. There we go. And we'll shrink it down a bit. All right, so yeah, this is the free basic rules. All right, so you can get it all for free. Yay. Anyway, you may notice that the tab is over on the right, or on the left here. Well, you can do that. Oops. If you go up to this little drop-down arrow in the upper right, click on it, and that is a stack tab. So if I unstack the tab, that's normally what it'll look like. You know, kind of what you're used to seeing in your browsers. Tab right up there. But if you click the arrow and turn on stack tabs, your tabs go like this. Why is this useful? Because you can do things like this. Springleaf, hi, welcome on in. So, I'll close those. And then let me turn on. Oh, right. Gotta go to bookmarks. Then, was it open a new tab? Yeah. So, as you can see, here is my digital DM screen. And if you have the stack tabs on in Obsidian, you can hold down Shift, scroll your mouse wheel, and it will do this. It'll flow back and forth. between things. And if you notice over here, the ones that don't quite fit on screen are all collapsed. So if you don't want to shift and mouse wheel, you can just click on it and it opens right to that tab. Now I did this, as you can see, there's a little bookmark icon because you can edit the bookmark, all that. But you can bookmark your notes. And then once you do that, and you have them all on screen that you want, you can create a tab group like I have here. Here's the individual notes of the D&D 5.5 DM screen. All I have to do is hit right click and say open a new tab, and it opens everything in this group automatically. Then we can go back to folder. You can go back to the folder view. And then, just click the X to get rid of all that stuff. But I have I made a fake little session thing here. And we'll go through some other features of this that I really enjoy. So that's your bookmark tab. Yay. You can bookmark the active tab. You click that. And notice here in this dialog box, this is where you can make the bookmark group. So I can add it to the D&D 5.5 DM screen, or I can, title it, make it, oh, I'm sorry, this just selects the bookmark group. But yes, you can make bookmark groups really easily. And the thing you have to be careful of, though, is when you are initially doing this and you have your notes that you want, you're going to want to right click and say open new tab. You don't want open to right, but you want open new tab. Okay? And then you want to right click and open the next one in a new tab so you get both of them. Otherwise, if you just click, whatever one you're on gets replaced. And you want all these open. But if you make a tab group, you can just say, you can simply right click, open a new tab, bam, they all come up. And then again, you can do this in Obsidian. Hold down Shift, mouse wheel will take you over to things. And then you can, let go of the shift and you can scroll normally. If you need to find something, well, you can go over here. And here's the outline for this. So I can just go to, I want to see what Utilize does. So I can just click it over here. If you have the outline view over here, which is right up here, outline of actions. So this is the actions note. And so I have the outline here. Then if I want the outline for artisan tools, I click into it. Otherwise the outline doesn't change. Keeps doing this. Now, if you want your session notes and your GM screen, DM screen up, well, you can do that too. So you can either add it to the tab stack. If you right click and open a new tab, it'll automatically be added. You'll get this style tab. Or if you open to the right, when you open to the right, it kind of creates a separate little instance in a way. That's not quite the right word, but creates a separate little thing in Obsidian. And you can see how the tab is now up here. And if I want to, I can hit the little down caret and stack the tabs here. So say I have monsters or whatever. But now I have my session notes full screen. Hide that. And then you can hide that. I have my session notes full screen, and then I can go over here and then again hold down Shift and scroll through my DM screen. Now I use tabs to do this. You can also make a workspace that is a core plugin in Obsidian. All you have to do is go turn it on. Right, it's in settings and core plugins. Right down at the bottom. Workspaces, turn it on, and then you'll get this little icon here in the left. Let's turn on the dot. So right there. And what you do is you open up all your tabs you want in the workspace. Then you hit this button. You label the workspace whatever you want. And then anytime you go here and say, okay, open that workspace, it'll pop up. So you could use the tab option or the workspace option, whichever you prefer. I like the tabs. And that's just a personal preference. And once again, I can shrink the windows. So depending on your screen real estate, if this works for you or how you want this, like I would probably put my session notes in this tab group here if I was just using my laptop or something, so I could just scroll through everything. But I like this because I just have it all, the session notes are playing here. And clearly, this is the best session ever. There's monsters and balls and monster balls. So this will be the greatest session because there's monsters and balls and monster balls. Exit. But yes, this is the DM screen. And so this is just using text, what comes with Obsidian. Nothing special. However, if you like, there are community plugins you can download that'll give you fancy colors. You can also download different themes. So if you go to, I think it's appearance, you go to themes. You can click manage and you get up all the themes the community has made. Here you can select one. I put a couple in as an example. So if you like the colors of one or the other, so the ITS theme gives you kind of this red. Let's see what the light looks like. Ooh, nope. Staying with dark mode. So you can see how this changes how these look. So if you prefer this, or the soft paper theme. Here, this is a pretty nice one. Then you can see how it gives me all sorts of different colors on everything and works the same, but it's a lovely theme. And then if you use community themes in community plugins, you'll probably want to download style settings because this plugin allows you to have options to change things around. So see how I have soft paper theme? The options appear here only because I have the style settings community plugin. So go to community plugins, search for style settings, download it, and then if the creator of the plugin gives options, they'll probably appear in the style settings tab after you download the community plugin. And go back to appearance. But back to default. So yeah, you can personalize it, give it color, do what you like. And then since these are markdown files, something should happen to Obsidian, I will always have these files because you can open a markdown file in any text editor that you have. All right. That will do it for Tech Friday. Bit of a shorter episode this week. So if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, that, trimmed down a bit. Thank you for watching. There's a playlist of other Tech Friday episodes there, and you can subscribe button there or down there. And click the like. That's the thumbs up icon. One of these. Yeah, do the things. And I will see you all in a couple of weeks for another Tech Friday. Thanks for watching. All right, if you're still here, yay. We'll break into the whatever we want time. So yeah. So if you want to talk about anything we covered on Tech Friday, if you want to talk about any other technology thing that you like, feel free. We also talk about anime and stationery and, oh boy, what else? TTRPGs. I might talk more about Obsidian, maybe. Oh, I had all sorts of links for Obsidian. But yeah, so I guess you all get a bonus. So there's the where to get Obsidian, and we talked about tabs. So there's the tab info. And I also mentioned workspaces. So if you want to know about workspaces in Obsidian, there is that link as well. Okay, I don't need any of this open. All right, well, it's not break time yet, so let's turn on some music. There we go. I'm gonna search around the web for things. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Fernando, hello, welcome on in. We had a shorter Tech Friday today. So we're in the weekend relax time already. But good to see you. Glad you're here. So we enjoy music, talk about whatever. Mini tech, yeah. Let's see. Hey, Rex. Thank you for the work and lurk. All right. And again, I have one ticket left to my event at Gen Con. I was sold out, but had somebody drop out. So there is one ticket left to my event at Gen Con. So if you're interested in producing tabletop role-playing game actual plays, go see my seminar. It'll be great. New material for this year. Found a home for the gunpla you built. Yay! Thanks again for the advice you shared in building streams. Definitely helped in the newbie workshop at the mall. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yay! Yes, I will probably be getting back to gunpla more towards the end of the year. Right now, I just have some things I need to accomplish before Gen Con and some other stuff to get done. Let's see. Looking to see if there is anything new of interest. In the survey for the pop-up event and asked which Gundam series is I was a fan of, and then it provided a list. I didn't know there were so many shows. Oh yeah, it's a rabbit hole. And there are different timelines too, which is another whole thing. But there are websites that keep track of a robot rabbit hole. Yes. It is a deep dive. And then some of the series, that's all there is, and it's a separate timeline. So yeah, there's like a 12 episode series, and then Q's rabbit shaped Gundam flying around. Yeah. So there's a 12 episode series or whatever it is. It's a separate timeline from everything else, and that's it. Don't get me wrong, a lot of these are very good. But yeah, go to your favorite search engine, look up Gundam timelines, and there are many a website that will happily explain when things occur or in what timeline things occur. There's like a main timeline that's had a bunch of series in it, but for the most part, outside of having one or two series, a lot of Gundam is separate timelines. Yeah, giant robots. Yes, please. Oh, I don't know if I can find this. I saw something on Blue Sky. Oh, so you are producing a hit AP of a Gundam TTRPG win? Well, that may be a while, but I definitely like to do a giant robot AP. That'd be fantastic because I have ideas. Let's see. There was something, and now I can't find it, of course. But there was something going around that if you're on Blue Sky, and because of, I'll just say because of Texas, there's a you might be blocked from getting Blue Sky unless you provide an ID, whatever. And there's ways around that. VPN, and then someone also mentioned another site that you could use to see Blue Sky messages with, because it's all at proto things and the way the Atmosphere protocol works. You can sign into that with your Blue Sky account and still see everybody's messages. Yeah. So there are options. That would be awesome. Yeah. There's a couple different books I'm looking at, and also for making it online, I got to make it quick and snappy. So I don't know if Lancer would really work for it. Lancer is deep and good, and you need a grid and you're moving pieces, but we're all somewhere else. So that'd be setting up a map and moving tokens about. So maybe not Lancer for an actual play, though I'm pretty sure it's been done. There are rule sets that flow a little quicker, and I would probably prefer one of those for giant robot shenanigans. If you so then Lancer would be between Pathfinder, Starfinder, and Warhammer. That's probably a fair comparison. In terms of difficulty detail, yeah, probably more towards the Warhammer end of that. It's definitely set up for role playing though, because you have your pilot and you have your mechs, but there's a lot of, you can really get deep into what your mech has and its movement and all its things, and it's a pretty great game, but it's IRC Penny Arcade's Black Remnant uses Mech Warrior for battles and Lancer for the social side of things. Oh, that's actually a not a bad idea. I will have to check that out. But yeah, there's some other rule sets that I think flow just a little better, or mixing them like apparently Penny Arcade did, which again, brilliant. But if I were to do something with Lancer and just be Lancer, it would have to be an edited show. I wouldn't do it live. Role playing in an AP where Gundams and pilots are involved in interstellar university gymnastics competition. Yes. Love it. That is also very, very kind of in the spirit of Gundam. All you gotta do is add in someone trying to take over a planet as well, along with this gymnastics competition, and you have a Gundam series. Oh, I heard a kitty. Maybe. I don't know. Might have just meowed for the fun of it. Yep. Hannah. What's going on, kitty? Yeah, hi. Hello. Yes. Come here. Hi. Did you just get up from your nap? Huh? Did you get a haircut? Looks good. I did. Thank you. Yes, when I get a haircut, I usually don't have a hat on because I want to show off my haircut. Produce it, run it. Yeah. Okay, kitty. I don't want to back the chair over you, but I gotta pick you up so everyone can see you. And you don't lose a headphone. Okay, kitty. Come here. Hannah, come here. Okay, I gotta get the cat. Yeah, I know. As they say on socials, haircut, by powers restored. Hi. 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 This is Hannah. Kitty. She's putting up with this. JD Lady says hi. Rex acknowledges your presence. Fernando thinks you're adorable. Yeah? Okay, you ready? Oh, bless you. All right, there you go. Yeah, what? Hi. Enthusiastic acknowledgement. Yeah. Hi. Off Hannah goes into the blank void known as background here. All right, as usual, I gotta take care of the cat a second, so I will be right back. Enjoy the chair. You can ask chair questions. It might respond. Let me know if it does, because that'd be cool. Or it's haunted, which also might be cool. Come on. All right. Oh, Dear Chair, what are your thoughts on the metaphysics of Tinker Gnomish artifacture in the third Grid Age? Amazing. You consider yourself an aisle seat or a window seat? Oh, this chair is definitely a window seat. Because it lets me look out into the world of the internet. Like catapults? I mean, quick travel launcher things? And let's go to here. I'm just bringing up some other sites to look at, see if there's any news. There we go. Kind of looking at role-playing games now. All right. I know I just got up and had a break when flying via airplane, not catapult. I prefer aisle seats. I'd rather the extra leg room instead of the view. Ah, yeah. Makes sense. I know I just got up and everything, but I should take a break to keep the pre-rolls at bay. So, we'll be gone for 5 minutes. There'll be some lovely music. Pre-rolls will be kept away. There'll be some ads. So yeah, be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. How y'all doing? Good to see you. Just had to finish checking an email there. Okay. So, let's get into TTRPG news. When did this happen? Oh, I think I missed this. Chaosium unveiled a new post-apocalyptic steampunk RPG, Time Without Tide. So here is the article from TTRPG fans. If you're interested in that. All right. And also from the same site, the Any award nominees were announced. So if you're interested in that. See, the rest of this we talked about last week. Okay, nothing there. All right, EN World has a couple mentions of D&D related things. Fiends and Foes is a D&D lore book of beasts, villains, and monstrosities from across the plains. So it's one of their coffee table books, and it goes through all manner of creatures. Apparently, it'll be available November 24th. There's that. And here's where I say I have done work for Wizards of the Coast in the past around D&D and continue to do so, but they have no say over the content of this show or anything like that. So, just in case you're wondering. Let's see here. And also, Dungeons & Dragons released what all they're doing at Gen Con. So there's tickets available for those events. And this article's also on EN World. You can take a look at that. And some of the paneling will be streamed as well on the YouTube channel. That book is written by Aaron Evans, who wrote the Brimstone Angels saga, which was a delight to read. Awesome. Yeah, after I get back from Gen Con, this is just an unrelated story to anything. It's just what I came up with. When we get back from Gen Con, I'll be starting my I'll be starting my a Dragonbane campaign. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to trying out Dragonbane. Seems like a fun system. And we're gonna take my home group through a mini campaign. Fun. What panels am I looking forward to the most? Oh, let's see what I signed up for. Think I remember everything? Well, first of all, I'm looking forward to my panel. I mean, what makes Dragonbane stand out? Okay, I'll answer that in just a moment. Let's get through. Oh, yes, my schedule. There we go. So there is a couple of business side related things. So there is a panel on contracts, which I'm interested in. Self-editing for TTRPGs sounds good. D&D is running a Dungeon Master University, so I'm probably attend that. And they also have a Settings as Story Talk. Fine. Oh, I'm looking forward to Afrofuturism and community work. If I can get there in time, that getting to that panel might be a little tricky. And then there's a Dungeon Masters live play, which the Dungeon Masters show on YouTube, I've been enjoying. It's a well done production. Afrofuturism one sounds like a cool band. Yeah. And Cipher of Tyr is also on a few panels, so hope to get into a couple of those. Yeah, like Cipher of Tyr is in the self-editing for TTRPG panel. Yeah, I packed my schedule. All right, what makes Dragonbane stand out? I'm interested in the aspect of it that's a D20 roll under system. So you have to roll under your score. That you have to roll your score or under to succeed. And it's just reversal of that. And there are 30 skills. And depending on what, I can't remember what they call ancestries and your class, they have different words for those things. But you pick from the skill list. And excuse me. Yes, thank you. The other thing I like about Dragonbane is that the player knows what they need to roll because it's on their character sheet. So hitting with a weapon, you have a skill in a particular weapon. So like a fighter has a skill in swords and a couple other ones. So you pick, from amongst the list. And then the player, if they are attacking a monster, they roll their skill in swords, and if they roll lower then that skill, they succeed. They hit the monster. And monsters are also fun because Dragonbane kind of does this NPC and monster division where there's like minions that are, you can kind of take out in one hit, but they can all come in and hit you all at once. Monsters, these are your dragons, these are your big fights, have tables you roll on, and they have 6 abilities, so you roll a d6 to determine what ability they use, and that happens. Now, there is a mechanic for dodging and a mechanic for parrying if you want, but if you dodge, that takes your action next round. So dodge is like a reaction, but you've used up your action that next round. And some monster actions cannot be dodged or parried, and they will note those special ones in the description. So you either pick or you roll d6, and the idea with the monsters is you don't do the same attack twice in a row. So if I roll a 2 when it's the monster's turn, both times, I pick a different one on that second attack. Also, initiative, I kind of like this. It is, you take 10 playing cards. Their PDF version has some you can print out, but you have cards numbered 1 through 10. That's all you need. And for each round initiative, you draw, and you go in numerical order, lowest to highest, so whoever draws the 1 goes first. And so no dragon versions of spamming light kick for Chun-Li's kicking. No. No, unfortunately. That'd be cool, though. So in initiative, you draw your cards, and now monsters will sometimes have I think they call it ferocity score. So if they have a ferocity score of 2, that means the monster gets to go twice, and I draw 2 initiative cards for the monster. And there's also an optional mechanic where you can switch out your initiatives with one other person who hasn't gone, type of thing. And then you just go 1 to 10, or how many ever you have, So if someone has 1 and someone has 5 and no one draws the 3 or 4, then it'll go 1 and 5 and, so forth. And yeah, it's your turn. You have a move and an action, which I kind of love, just move and action. Easy. So yeah, just, slightly different rules, and they sounded fun to use, where some rules seem like kind of a slog, or, well, that's interesting, but is this other part also going to be interesting? And I think Dragonbane has more things that are interesting in it than not. And it's just a different system, and, I make my home group play different RPGs because I want to try them, and I won't get a chance otherwise, so... So we'll probably do a short one in Dragonbane, maybe a short campaign using Nimble, and then we'll probably go back to D&D. So. Let's see here. Oh, Daggerheart has a summoning class for a summoner for play test available. Glad you're getting to enjoy some of your systems. Yeah. whether my home game likes it or not. They have to go through my experiments. They are very much my experimental group, so I'll try different storytelling threads and different mechanics I think of and things like that, and they get to roll through with them. So yeah, our last mini campaign was Shadow Dark. And I think I like Shadow Dark more than they did. They weren't too keen on the Shadow Dark magic rules, so that's just, you know, group preference. I think Shadow Dark's an excellent rule set overall, but you know, if players prefer something else, I'm going to go with kind of what they prefer. I'd still run a Shadow Dark game though. That's pretty good. So yeah, Dragonbane is next. Then maybe Nimble. I've been reading through Nimble, and I'm liking a lot of what I read in Nimble. Let's see here. When was this published? Today. Okay. So if you are a Warhammer fan, Warhammer 40K, the first rules update of 11th edition, is available. This article is on Bell of Lost Souls. All right. Yep. All right. There was a stationary thing. JetPens had a video out. Well, your characters walk through the door without checking for traps. As they cross the threshold, they find that each of them are now their childhood selves. Bicycles are laid next to a nearby tree. One bike for each of the PCs, players. Throw out your D&D rules and welcome to Kids on Bikes. Let's see here. Go to JetPens. Yeah, so JetPens recently has done a these erasers are fancy videos, and this one is, are these erasers too complicated? And so if you like power erasers, I suppose, I don't know what to call this, but yeah, you can check out that video after this show. So click it, bookmark it. When are we getting a European nightclub circuit DJ TTRPG called Boots and Pants? And Boots and Pants. That would be pretty awesome. All right, looking at videos, see if anything catches my eye here. Let's see. Here. All right, I'm going to check over on Discords to see if any of the tech Discords I follow have announced anything. What is this? Okay. Okay, nothing there. All right, just programming note there. I don't think I'm going to have Tech Friday next week, Friday. I will be, even if I'm not traveling, I think I'm just taking it off anyway. But then the week after that, when we come back, will be a what tech I bring to a convention with me, kind of an update from last year when I did it. And then the week after that, I'll be going to Gen Con, so. Yeah, I will be gone next weekend, whether, probably I'll be leaving Saturday, but taking it off anyway, so Tech Friday, only fans edition. Exactly. The exclusive members only fans edition. All right. Let's see here. Just looking through websites and so I don't think I have any fun stationary things. No, not this week. Don't have any. I got to try off my new printer on Wednesday, so if you want to see those results, go back in my VODs and check out Wednesday's Craft Day stream. New printer Nick, hello, welcome on in. Yeah, I got a Canon Pixma, and it has a scanner bed on top, which I find sometimes I need to. I get documents and I would like a digital version of said document. So yeah, a scanner would be preferable to trying to line it up on my cell phone and take a picture. And so tonight after supper is the gym, and then I'll probably be watching bad movies on Riff Tracks after that. Heard good things about the Pixma. I'll check out the VOD. Yeah, the printer I had before was the was also a Pixma, and so when I thought, well, can I get a new one on sale, obviously, because that's what I do. But can I get a new one that would print edge to edge for my paper crafting folding stuff? And I think this one will work out well. But yeah, I've been pretty happy with the Pixma line so far. What kind of gym routine? I go in, I start on the treadmill, and then I do the hand bike, and I kind of rotate between arms and legs. So one doesn't wear out on me as fast as the other. And I keep it light because I'm still doing physical therapy on my shoulder, so I don't want to get into a lot of weights right now. So I'll do some light bicep curls with weights. But while I'm doing physical therapy, I also kind of want to be a little careful with, don't want to. This has it's gotten a lot better since I started physical therapy, but still kind of painful, so I don't want to overstress it too much. So yeah, I do mostly aerobic type things. But yeah, so I just wander around machines. I found a few that I like. And I'm like, okay, I can do this one, and one's, bending my leg backwards, and the other's flexing out my arms, and pulling them together type things. So, yeah. And when I'm at physical therapy, they always start me with a hand bike. You put your hands in the pedals, as it were, and go like this, da 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 da, and so there's one at the gym. So after a treadmill, I do another hand bike session. Some light bicep curls. Cut to gym scene where you are secretly lifting 75-pound dumbbells because the 100-pound ones are a bit of a stretch during the recovery. So yeah, mainly it's to keep my body moving and try to keep the weight down a little bit. I'm not looking to Hulk out Jim Bro. But yay, Jim! Hi! Welcome on in. Welcome in, Tanya. Good to see you. There's a couple machines at the gym because they just kind of have pictures showing you, and I'll stare at the pictures. I'm like, I don't know how this works, so I'm not using this machine, and I'll move on to something else. I'll look at the picture and go, okay, I get this one. or if someone else happens to use it, I'll look over and watch them do a couple reps on something and be like, oh. Yeah, I've felt that before about looking at the 2D diagrams of using machines. Glad some gym apps now have video for some of the machines they offer. Yeah. I think my gym might as well. So maybe I should look into that. True story. I saw DC shoulder tackle a city bus at PAX one year. No one was in danger, but the driver was giving him some serious side eye. Yeah, but working out's been fun. I do that for about an hour, 90-ish minutes. And then they have massage chairs. So I go to one of those, and it just goes, you tell them what you want, and you go in there, and it goes for 10 minutes. Do I have access to the fitness section in the Discord? Let me take a look. I think I do. Where is Discord? You need to collapse some of these folders. Yes. I do have. I do have access to the fitness section. Yes. 10 minutes of massage chair or massage bedtime feels so good. Yeah. Plus, doing exercises helps keep the blood sugar down, which is something I need to do. So, and so far I've been trying to go twice a week. And that seems good enough with physical therapy at least once a week, and giving myself little breaks here and there between physical therapy and going to the gym. Except for today, where I did physical therapy way early this morning, and now I'm going to the gym after supper tonight. But yeah, between all the things I do at the gym, it's probably around a 2-hour visit in total. Getting things on. If I shower or do extra stuff other than the workout things, you get back to my workouts. I have not been getting enough in. Yeah, do the thing. Do you enjoy any sports? No, oddly enough. I I will watch wrestling, so sports entertainment, but I do like watching. I will on occasion watch, what we here in the U.S. call soccer or football to the most of the rest of the world. That's pretty good. And then I'm also fascinated by, I think it's rugby. Yeah, rugby. Because that looks pretty hardcore. So I have no idea what's going on, but just watching the players do their things, I'm like, oh, I haven't. Yeah, same. I have no idea. I just like watching it, and what the different things players can do, and I'm like, okay, no helmets, okay, and just sometimes the scrums look like rugby has an internal side quest sport called body parkour, right? Theo is going to be at Gen Con. Ooh, think I awesome. Let me see if I have a ticket to the event. Just shared it on Instagram. Okay. Here, was he announced in the... Oh, yeah. He's in D&D talks. Okay. Oh, neat. This is Saturday at 3:30. Am I doing anything? Overlaps your smut writing panel? Aw. Let me grab this. Me clicking on things. Woo. All right. Yay, did a thing. Yeah, here's all the guests and everything that's happening for Dungeons and Dragons at Gen Con. I got a website up, and then if you click the reserve your spot under the guests, it'll go right to their panel, or at least it should. Oh, when's this one? Oh, yeah, going to that. Okay, not me looking at everybody going. And Lauren posted that she'll be working at the WizKids booth in the D&D tower, so go there to say hi to Obo Lauren. Do I still have... All right, yeah, my schedule is filling out. All right, let's see. What time is it? Oh, we got time yet to talk about all the things. Ooh. Much like your arms from all those gains at the gym. What is this? Okay. Here's a... Just because it's tech and... Apple sues OpenAI alleging trade secret theft. Says scheme was at every level. So basically, OpenAI trying to hire Apple people, and they want trade secrets. So that's just breaking, as it were. Yeah, I'll read through it later. All right, so schedule next week. Monday and Tuesday, video games. Still doing Mina the Howler. Wednesday, craft day. Thursday, more video games. We'll either be moving to something else, or if I'm done with Mina the Howler, or finishing it up. I would think by Thursday, possibly. Depends how much more of the game is left, which I really don't know. Friday, I'll be out of town, so probably won't hear from me until Monday or Tuesday following week, but I am around this weekend. And just between us's, yous and me's, I'm thinking about, after Gen Con, running a production class, a limited spots for a couple hours, so longer than I would normally get to talk at Gen Con. So extra material, probably somewhere $10-15 a spot. off my Ko-Fi. So if you're in on that, look for that. There'll be an extended edition of the panel. And not a ton of people either. But I will figure out when to do that, and then set up my Ko-Fi coffee thing, and I'll get a link and throw it around everywhere. Sounds like a great opportunity for folks looking to learn more. Yeah, I hope so. You can get about 50 minutes at Gen Con, and that's good, but there's always a little more to talk about, so chance to answer more questions and say more things and get in on more details. All right. Oh, wrong button. Let's see who is on, because we'll be sending a raid over to somebody. So I can go have dinner and gym time. Who is on? Let's see here. Who is on? I haven't rated this week. Out of people I follow, Fawn's on. I haven't rated Fawn in a while, so we're gonna go over, say hi to Fawn and Games. They are playing Hades 2. So thank you all for being here. I will be back Monday with more Mina the Howler, which is just a lot of fun. Play it. The accessibility options are fantastic in there. I know I've turned a few on because I'm just like, yeah, that the skills to do that are not happening with these hands. But yeah, so we'll go say hi to Fawn. And I'll be back Monday, so have a great weekend. Thank you all for being here. Please be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. And yeah, thank you. And I will see you all in streams this weekend, I'm sure. All right, have a great evening. Bye.